For Frank, mornings always start the same way. A cup of coffee, a crossword, and something quick from the freezer. He tells himself it's harmless. After all, it says low fat right on the box. But what if the things we trust to save us time are quietly stealing our health? Inside that cold box lies something most people over 60 never suspect. A handful of frozen foods that can silently speed up aging, drain your energy, and even cloud your mind. Today we're exposing the worst frozen foods you should never touch and revealing 4 powerful ones that can help you feel stronger, think clearer, and maybe even turn back the clock. I've spent over 25 years studying how the body changes after 60, and I can tell you this, what you keep in your freezer matters more than ever before, because the difference between feeling old and feeling alive can literally fit in one drawer. So before your next meal, let's open that door together and see which foods are helping you stay young and which ones are quietly aging you from the inside out.
It's strange, isn't it? You eat the same meals you always have, but somehow your body doesn't respond the same way anymore. The truth is, after 60, everything changes inside. Your body still works hard for you, but it needs a little more help and a lot more care. Your metabolism slows, you burn fewer calories even when you move. Your muscles begin to shrink, a silent process called sarcopenia. Your stomach produces less acid, which means it's harder to absorb key nutrients like vitamin B12, magnesium, and iron. And because your sense of taste fades too, foods that are saltier or sweeter start to feel more satisfying, even if they're quietly harming your heart. That's why frozen convenience foods can become a hidden trap. They promise comfort and simplicity, but for older adults, they can quickly turn into a daily dose of inflammation, high blood pressure, and fatigue. What many people don't realize is that your nutrient needs increase as you age, even though your appetite and calorie needs go down. So if every meal doesn't pull its weight nutritionally, your cells start to starve, even when you feel full. That's why it matters so much what you freeze, store, and heat up. Because at this stage of life, every bite either builds your strength or chips away at it. But here's the good news. Small, simple swaps can make a powerful difference. The right frozen foods can help you rebuild your energy, your memory, even your mood. So before we open Frank's freezer again, let's look at the 4 frozen foods that quietly age you, and the 4 that can help you feel young again. They look harmless, even comforting, but inside your freezer, 4 familiar foods could be quietly speeding up how fast you age. Let's open the door and expose what's really inside. Number 1, the low-fat frozen dinner trap. For decades, frozen diet meals promised an easy path to health. Low-fat, light, balanced, words that make us feel safe. But these meals often replace fat with refined starches, sugar, and sodium to boost flavor. The result? You're eating a chemistry experiment that spikes your blood sugar, dehydrates your cells, and keeps your body in a constant state of inflammation. That inflammation doesn't just make you tired, but it accelerates aging in your arteries, skin, and brain. So the next time you see low fat, think low nutrition, high cost to your body. Number 2, the weekend treat frozen pizza. It's Friday night. You've earned a break, but one slice of that frozen pizza might carry more sodium than your body can safely process in an entire day. These pizzas are often packed with hydrogenated oils and preservatives, the same compounds that harden arteries and weaken blood vessel walls. Over time, that's a direct invitation to higher blood pressure, slower circulation, and fatigue. That moment of comfort lasts a few minutes, but the inflammation it triggers can last for days. Number 3, the sweet assassin, frozen desserts. A scoop of sweetness before bed feels innocent, but sugar-laden frozen treats are aging accelerators in disguise. When sugar binds to your skin's collagen, it stiffens and weakens those fibers. That's called glycation. It's what makes skin lose elasticity and why wrinkles deepen faster when sugar intake stays high.
And inside, the same process is happening to your joints, your arteries, even your brain cells. It's not about giving up sweetness, it's about choosing it wisely. Because sugar doesn't just age your face, it ages your future. Number 4, the golden culprit, frozen fries and fried snacks. Quick, crispy, and satisfying. But behind that crunch hides one of aging's worst enemies, oxidized oils. When oils are pre-fried before freezing, their structure changes. By the time you reheat them, they're full of free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells, accelerate inflammation, and increase your risk of heart disease. Your body has to fight that oxidative stress with every bite, and as we age, that defense system weakens, meaning these foods hit harder than ever. You don't have to give up the foods you love, you just have to reimagine them. Swap fried for baked, sugar for fruit, and frozen for fresh when you can. Because aging well isn't about avoiding everything, it's about knowing what deserves a place in your freezer and what doesn't.
When it comes to food, it's never too late to start over, because your freezer can be your greatest enemy or your greatest ally. Let's open the door again, this time to discover the 4 frozen foods that help you stay strong, sharp, and young at heart. Number 1, the age-defying power of frozen berries. They may be small, but frozen berries carry a secret weapon, anthocyanins, antioxidants that fight inflammation and protect your brain. Studies show that older adults who eat berries regularly have better memory, faster reaction times, and even sharper balance. They're nature's memory boosters, frozen at peak freshness, locking in the nutrients your body craves. Number 2, the strength builder, frozen wild-caught fish. After 60, one of the biggest challenges is preserving muscle and heart health. That's where omega-3 rich fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines come in. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation, support brain function, and help maintain muscle mass, something our bodies naturally lose with age. And the beauty of frozen fish? It's often fresher than the so-called fresh catch, frozen within hours, keeping all its vitality sealed inside. Every bite helps your heart beat a little stronger, and your days feel a little brighter. Number 3, the Green Guardian, frozen vegetables. Many people think frozen vegetables lose their nutrition, but here's the truth. They're often picked and frozen at their peak, preserving more vitamins than fresh ones that sit for days in transport. Vitamin C, folate, fiber, all intact. These nutrients protect your cells from oxidative stress and strengthen your immune system, which naturally weakens with age. Each serving is like armor for your body, silent defenders keeping your organs young. And number 4, the unsung hero, frozen beans and lentils. They're humble, they're affordable, and they might just be the most powerful anti-aging food hiding in your freezer. Beans and lentils are packed with plant-based protein, magnesium, and fiber, the trio that stabilizes blood sugar, supports digestion, and lowers inflammation. Unlike processed frozen meals, these foods feed your microbiome, the good bacteria that protect your gut and, in turn, your immune system. And when your gut is happy, your brain, your mood, and even your energy all follow. So here's the truth. Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. With the right choices, even from your freezer, you can rebuild strength, sharpen focus, and protect your future. Because youth isn't a number. It's a habit you can choose, one frozen meal at a time.
Every change begins with one small choice. A few weeks ago, Frank's freezer was filled with convenience, but not nourishment. Today, it's a source of energy, strength, and peace of mind. You don't need a complicated diet or fancy supplements to stay young. You just need the right rhythm, a freezer routine that works with your life, not against it. Morning.
Wake your cells gently. Start your day with color. Berries, greens, and a bit of protein wake up your brain and reduce inflammation before it even starts. Antioxidants and plant polyphenols in those foods improve blood flow to the brain and stabilize energy for hours. No crash, no fog. Midday. Eat to fuel, not to fill. Frozen fish and veggies give your body steady protein and essential fats that protect your muscles and heart. When you nourish instead of just eating, your afternoon becomes clear, steady, and strong. Evening. Repair while you rest. As the day winds down, your body begins to repair. A light, nutrient-rich dinner, like lentil soup or vegetable stew, gives your system what it needs to heal overnight. Protein and magnesium in beans help relax your muscles and stabilize blood sugar while you sleep, so you wake up refreshed. It's not just about food, it's about freedom. The freedom to wake up with energy, to think clearly, to feel alive in your own skin again. Your freezer is no longer a storage box. It's a time capsule of health, holding the choices that keep you young. Every bite is a vote for the body you want tomorrow. Choose wisely, and you'll age with grace, strength, and vitality. So tonight, when you open your freezer, ask yourself one simple question. Is this keeping me young? Because aging well isn't luck, it's a daily choice.